ready? Okay. Good morning, everyone. I am Nathaniel George Booker, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the village of Maywood. Today, we are gathered to address the critical issue that affects countless individuals, irrespective of age, gender, or socioeconomic status. Substance use is not a personal struggle, but a community challenge that requires collective action, compassion, and commitment. The health of our communities is critical to the growth and development of our region. To build a healthy community in the village of Maywood and our surrounding communities of the West Suburban Cook County area, we must continue to develop multi-sectoral collaborations between community members and stakeholders to ensure the sustainability and adequacy of resources to support a comprehensive reform. Here in the Village of Eternal Light, we are dedicated to providing the support and resources needed to help those battling addiction and to prevent substance abuse through education and outreach. Today, we have over 150 community leaders, educators, first responders, and elected officials to learn more about how they can assist in the battle of substance use beyond the Village of Maywood, but around the entire county. It is the privilege to introduce a distinguished guest who has been at the forefront of public health and wellness, tirelessly working to improve the lives of individuals and communities across our great state. Dr. Lamar Hasbrook is a renowned public health leader whose expertise and dedication have made a significant impact in the fight against substance use. His insight and partnership will be invaluable as we continue to tackle this critical issue. Without further ado, Dr. Hasbrook.
Thank you, Mayor Booker. So good afternoon, everyone. Is it afternoon? Yeah. No, it's still morning. So good morning, everyone. So I am Dr. Lamar Hasbrook. I lead the Cook County Department of Public Health. I should say I lead your Cook County Department of Public Health. We're in the business of building healthier communities, and we do that across the 125 municipalities that we serve through partnerships with the community directly. We say we like to put the public in public health, so it is a joint agenda. We create together, we implement together, we succeed together. So I want to thank Mayor Booker again and Speaker Welch and all the distinguished folks behind me here for assisting us in attending this kickoff. We're calling this a kickoff of our Substance Use Awareness and Education series. So this is not a one and done. We actually have a lot more work to do throughout the month of August here in Maywood. So Maywood is one of the communities where we see some of the highest rates of substance use, but this is not a Maywood problem. Let me be clear about that. This is a Cook County problem. This is a state of Illinois problem. This is a national problem. So we're here to do our part to address it here in this local community. So I believe in the saying, a problem well framed is a problem half solved. So let's frame the problem for you, and then we'll talk about some of the things we want to do towards a solution. So what we know based on our data is that about 2,300 suburban Cook County residents died from opioid-involved overdoses between 2016 and 2022. We also know that substance use is often driven by exposure to violence, exposure to trauma as well. And we know that while all people and all races and economic positions experience substance use disorder, we also know that communities of color tend to bear the highest burden of this. And this is resulting from any number of things, from racist policies to inequitable investments in education, to economic development, to lack of infrastructure, et cetera. So in suburban Cook County, we survey the county every year or so. Our statistics show that 23% of adults reported binge drinking. So we're talking about opioids, we're also talking about alcohol, we're talking about marijuana. We know that 22% of high school students stated they were currently drinkers. We also know that when it comes to marijuana, that 26% of black folks who use marijuana actually started before the age of 13, compared to 16% of Latinos and 8% of whites. Again, folks starting before the age of 13. So sometimes we talk about gateway drugs and pathways to substance use. So how are we going to address the problem? So first of all, again, I want to thank Mayor Booker and his team for partnering with us. Again, we build healthier communities through partnership. We don't do it alone. We don't do it in the lab. We do it together. So we have set up and worked with Mayor Booker and his team to have this first community listening and outreach event on substance use. We plan to replicate this to other communities, and thank him again for being willing to be the first community to roll this out with us. The series here in Maywood will exist of activities today and then throughout August. So today, after this press event, we have a luncheon with faith and school leaders to discuss and also a discussion with first responders and a training with Black Men United, who are outreach workers. We'll also be participating over the month of August in Healthy Maywood, Let's Talk Maywood event series, where we'll have our team, again, providing opioid education and naloxone distribution education at those as well. There's opportunities to talk with residents about substance use, about prevention, about treatment resources, and most importantly, or equally importantly, having access to this life-saving medication called naloxone. And I know the police department here has been involved in this, and as well as many of these communities. So we want to make sure, just like a first aid kit, just like a fire extinguisher hanging on the wall, that you have the tools to reverse this life and death situation of opioid overdose. We're going to introduce something called Get Naloxone drop boxes, which are very colorful, visible boxes that will contain naloxone at several businesses throughout Maywood, I think about a dozen businesses or so that they can be points of distribution for folks who might need that reversal medication free of charge for anyone in the community, family member, anyone in the community that they know might be of high risk. So again, we're going to be hosting future events in suburban communities. We're going to be expanding our educational campaign because we understand that when you know more, you're in a position to do more, you're in a position to help more, you're in a position to support more. So that's it for me. I'm going to introduce Speaker Welch to come up and say some words. And again, thank you for joining us.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Let's try that again. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's an honor and a privilege to be here with all of you. Good morning to Dr. Hasbrook and to all of our mayors, Mayor Booker, and all of you this morning. It's an honor to be with you. I want to thank you for the invitation to join you today as we kick off this incredibly important and life-saving series. And thank you for bringing awareness to the topic of substance use and overdose. And of course, thank you for this partnership to bring resources directly to our community. You know, I think it's because of partnerships like the ones that we have with the Cook County Department of Public Health, with Proviso Township, with organizations like West 40 and the Way Back In, and so many great organizations, we are able to work together to make our communities healthier, happier, and safer. You know, that's what this is all about, getting out to make our communities happier, healthy, and safer. I can assure you from my role as Speaker of the House and serving this community as its voice in Springfield, these are the types of programs that I'm for each and every day that I go to work. I've been Speaker now this is my 4th year. We have passed our 6th balanced budget in a row, 4th in a row since I've been Speaker, but each one of those budgets the last 4 years has increased funding at record levels for mental health services, for substance use and abuse services. And it's something that we have to continue to make a top priority, and as long as I'm Speaker of the House and at the table, is going to continue to be a top priority. Investing in our communities that have been systemically disinvested in has to always remain one of our top priorities. I know it's a priority of so many people here today. That's why they took time out of their busy schedules to be with us. Building a stronger Illinois means lifting up every single community, whether it's Maywood, Broadview, Oak Park, Elmwood Park. Who else do we have here? Westchester. All of us, all of Proviso Township, all of Cook County, and all of the state of Illinois. In order to build stronger, safer, healthier communities, we have to continue to work together. So I'm proud to be here, proud to continue to lend my support, and do know that when I'm in Springfield, I'm fighting for you. Happy to bring up a friend who I know has been fighting for for this community for a long time. Runs one of the best mental health boards in the entire state. It's one that I actually hold up as an example when I'm talking about mental health boards in Springfield. Please welcome the Proviso Township Supervisor, Mr. Michael Corrigan.
Appreciate it. Good morning, and thank you for including me, Mayor Booker, and this distinguished group of people here. Yeah, as Speaker Welch said, not only am I the Township Supervisor in Proviso, but we have a Mental Health Commission Board that serves the 14 villages in Proviso Township, and we have long recognized that this is a challenge, this is an issue, and maybe a year or so ago, we got certified to be a distributor of Narcan, and we've done that. Try to embrace the community, the police departments. Just recently, Triton College, we supplied a number of kits to them. Proviso East, Proviso West. You know, the statistics that are being recited here today where our youth are being impacted. And mental health goes along with that. I would have to say that majority of the people that are affected by substance abuse also have a mental health issue. And it doesn't only affect that person, it affects the entire family and then also affects the entire community. So we're happy to be part of that and doing what we can. We have 140 kits right now and supplies. We can get many, many more. And I know in talking with Dr. here, he said that and supporting that through the public health, Cook County Public Health as well. So happy to be a partner of this initiative, raising awareness, supporting first responders that have encountered people that have these challenges, and we will continue to do that. Like Speaker Wells said, we're committed to addressing this. There's 200,000 people in Proviso Township, 14 villages, and we know that some villages are challenged more than others, but it's a problem that affects everybody. So again, happy to be here, happy to be a partner of this initiative, and we'll continue to support. So thanks very much for being here this morning. I'm going to turn it over to the Mayor of Oak Park here and would like to say a few words. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me today. Thank you for the invitation, Mayor. And I really congratulate the Cook County Health Department. They've been leaders on this agenda for a very long time. The Village of Oak Park does have a public health department. We look forward to continuing to partner with all of our neighboring communities. The partnerships are stronger than I believe they've been in many, many years, and I'm grateful for that. This is definite. Naloxone saves lives. Just last week, outside our Oak Park Public Library, a life was saved with the use of naloxone. And I carry one in my purse at times. I carry one in my glove box. This is a gift that we can all share in and support. We also have, in partnership between Maywood and Oak Park, the Way Back In, a residency of one home in each community. And that's a home for people in recovery, and to think about how it is that we all contribute to welcoming individuals in recovery into our community, how the culture of drinking and other use has grown. And well, that's fine for all of us that are healthy, but we can be cognizant of how that affects all people. This is an agenda that is very near and dear to my heart. I'm very grateful for being invited here today, and welcome to the continued partnership. Thank you.
Let's give a round of applause again to all of our speakers that came and spoke before us today. So when we talk about substance use and we talk about different things going on throughout the Cook County area, one of the biggest pieces that we could not have made possible today is not without the partnership of all of our surrounding mayors. So I want to acknowledge our mayors that are here today that made possible having the different events and series that we're having. So we have Mayor Greg Riebel, who's the mayor for Westchester, here with us today. Mayor Katrina Thompson from the Village of Broadview. Mayor Skip Scaviano from Elmwood Park. And then we also have our lovely, as you just heard from her, Mayor Vicki Skaman. And so many other mayors wanted to be here today. What we have going on when we talked about 150, these are 150 leaders throughout our public school systems from the West Suburban Cook County area. These are our faith leaders from the West Suburban Cook County area. We also have what is known as our Peacekeepers, which is funded through the state. Black Men United has 60 different representatives that patrol the different areas for safe passage for our youth, as well as making a safe environment for our overall community. They will be having a session today. And then, as they said, the naloxone boxes will be available to businesses going out through the entire Cook County area. So we will end today with a reception. And we will continue the series speaking with our senior citizens later on this week, as well as throughout the month of August and September, multiple different series focusing on substance use and just making sure that we are being and building healthy communities. Thank you all for coming today. God bless you all, and thank you so much for all of my mayors that showed up in partnership and moving our village forward and moving our region forward.